The ball's going to start underneath the right hand. Weight is going to come in the left hand. So take your ball on the right, stacking shoulders on top of the hands, knees on top of the hips. Take one round of cat-cow for me, finding a nice extension, lengthening through those abdominals we were just activating. And then exhale it up. And then find that shape in between, nice flat back. Take your weight into that ball in the right hand and then find a tricep press with that left arm. Modification, even if you have no ball, you're going to take that right hand down to the mat for a little more support. And one thing I want you to watch for here is that if you do have that ball, we're not shifting out of it. The challenge comes from shifting your weight over that ball, creating instability that the core has to work against. That left elbow stays glued in one spot, feeling that back of the arm. Okay, we're gonna add on. You press it back, pull in, reach overhead, and then hug the elbow down by your side. Reach overhead, pull it back in, press it back. Hand to shoulder, press it over. Elbow to waist, press it over. Pull it back in, kick it back. Palm stays in, facing towards the face and the body the entire time. Over. And if it's a little too much on the shoulder with the weight, you can always drop it. Keeping that core lifted up away from the floor. 2 more. Tricep, then shoulder, then lat underneath the armpit as you hug it in. Last one, hold it back, palm flips up, pulse up and up. Nice long arm. Feel like those knuckles are reaching long behind you while keeping those shoulders squared off. Give me 8, 7, you can do it a little higher. For 4 and 3, last 2 and 1. Lower it down, take that weight back to the front. Make sure it's out of the way of your ball. Left hand plants on the mat. Start to reach that right arm forward, left elbow bends, and then pull it back in. Reach it forward and pull in. So we'll continue to feel that left tricep, but I also want you to find the arm on the right side that's doing all the stability work for you. Now it's moving the ball. Using your weight, pressing into that ball as you drag it in to activate underneath the arm, down into the side of the waist. Feeling the lat working to pull that ball back in. And if you need to adjust, take that moment. Let's start to add on. You reach the opposite leg, pull in. You reach the opposite leg, pull it in. Getting nice and long through the core. Hug it in. Inhale, length. Exhale in, a little bonus glutes. But I really want you to focus on the core and how it's controlling your neutral spine here. No changes in lower back. One last layer. You reach in, pull it back, kick that right leg side, feel that right side waist. Inhale, reach. Staying nice and tall on those arms. I know we're feeling that. Few more. Moving with control. 2. Kick side. Last one. Kick. Pulling in, tucking both toes under now. We hover the knees. Take a twist to the right. And then center. Holding in this hover, twist and center. So that left knee, both knees are coming towards the ball in the right hand without crunching. So you're keeping that spine long. 2 more. Last one. Lower all the way down, kick that right leg back diagonal, planting that foot on the floor, pressing down into the hands, that left knee can hover, pull it in, and then plant. Pull in, and plant. Can you connect to that belt around the low abdominals? Every time you hover that knee, the belt cinches. Press deeper into the hands. Find that support for 3. Of course, we're gonna hold and pulse in 2. You got this, yes you can. Feeling those obliques. Last one, hold it up, pulse it in for 8, 7, 6, cinch that belt for 4, 3, use your breath, 2, 1, and then take it all the way back. Taking that ball out of the way, reaching the arms nice and long in front of you. Big inhale here. And then you'll slowly roll it all the way back up. Before we go on over to the other side, that ball's going to come underneath the right side waist. You're on the right forearm, and I want you to grab back onto that weight with the left hand. Reaching the legs long, option to keep them bent, or they're long in line with the body, flexing through the feet for some support. You're lifting off this ball by pressing down into the bottom forearm. From there, take that left hand, serve the platter forward in front of you, and then press down into the feet, down into the forearm, reach the arm up over the chest as you come into your side plank. Again, option to keep the legs bent here, or bottom leg bent for a little more base of support. Press it up. You're finding this rotation from the belly button up, serving the platter forward, and then press, finding parallel, squaring that chest off with the hips. 3 more. Serve, find that bicep. 2 more. Imagining that cinch of the belt. We're not weighing down to that ball as you lower the hips. Last one, holding it up here, bending the elbow, dipping the hips, and reach, bend, and lift. Try to keep that elbow glued in one spot as much as possible for 4. Press up, lift to that bottom side waist. Feel underneath that armpit, the lat serratus supporting you for 2. Yes, and 1. And then lower all the way down, back onto that ball. If your other weight is in the way, you can take it out of the way. And then you're gonna drape yourself all the way down over this ball. Again, body's in one long line, or you can take the bottom leg bent for more support. Reach that top arm up overhead. Start to press down into that right hand, lifting up through the side waist. Find this side bend, and then lower back down. Inhaling at the bottom. Exhale, start to cinch that belt and lift with the straight legs. We really don't have a wide base of support, so it's normal to feel like you're kind of wobbling back and forth. I want you to find that core connection to help with your control. Bottom arm is helping you. We'll add the leg on. Next time you lift, 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 lift. See if you can lift that top leg to meet the arm. Still keeping lots of nice length in the core. Bottom shoulders away from the ear. As you come up. Woo. There's that balance challenge. I want you to take yourself to that spot. Last one, holding it up here. Now we bend and extend. Pull in and press. Again, elbow staying glued. Finding the back of the arm. Bottom lat supporting you, pressing that right palm down into the floor, rolling the shoulders down the back. Notice how lower back doesn't change as you pull this knee in and press the leg out. Lots of core stability for 3. Yes, you can. We've got this too. We're gonna pulse it in 1. Holding it out there, pulse it up and up and up. Connect to that belt. Make this mindful for 3, 2, 1. Lowering all the way down. Taking that right elbow back where it is. We're going to shift back, draw the knees in, and then reach out long. So you swivel back on those hips, middle of the bottom hip to pull the knees in, and then take it back. This bottom hand is just light on the mat for a little support. Feeling the low abdominals do the work as you pull those knees in and then reach out long. 3 more. Yes. With control in both directions. 2. Last one. And reach. Taking that top leg to the side and then top arm Reaches in opposition for a little twist. Big inhale. And then when you're ready, we'll come all the way up, flipping on over to the other side. I'm going to show you from the same direction so you can see a different angle. This time, ball comes underneath the left hand. Weight is in the right hand. We're going to stack the shoulders above the hands, knees underneath the hips. Take one cat-cow, lengthening through the abdominals, big extension through the spine. Should feel pretty nice there. Inhale. Exhale, round it up, creating space along the back body. And then find that center spot where you've got a nice flat back. We hug that right elbow in. Begin with that tricep press. Press it back. Remember, the challenge with the ball here is that we're not shifting the weight back. We're keeping it shifted over. The more you can keep it shifted over, the more instability the core has to work against. So don't cheat that there. And again, if the ball is a little too much on the wrist or for the core today, just take that hand down to the mat. Still working the core. 2 more. We'll start to add on. Nice long spine. Okay, pull it in, press it overhead, pull the elbow in by the side, reach it back, pull it in, tricep kick back, reach. My bottom arm is trembling this time as the arms become more and more fatigued. The good news is we'll repeat all of that on this side, and then we've got one little finisher and you're done here. So stay focused. Stay in it. We've just got one more. Pressing over with the shoulder, feel the lat, hug it down. Take it back behind you, palm flips up, pulse up, up with intention. Each lift, can you feel that arm getting longer? Knuckles reaching long behind you. Keeping the shoulders squared off, weight shifted forward for 4 and 3. Last 2 and 1. Whoo, drop that weight down. That right hand plants onto the mat, bending through that right elbow, left arm reaches forward, and then you lift up. If you need to adjust your stance at all, take it. Take those adjustments as you need them. You guys know I don't cue a ton of breaks because you know when to take them. You know your body best. Okay, pressing that left palm into the ball as you drag it back in, finding the lat on the left side. And maybe you can even find how it connects to the left side waist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lift. Let's start to add that right leg. It reaches back and then pull in. Reaching back, pulling in. I'm finding myself not wanting to bend through that right tricep because it's fatigued, but make sure you're keeping your weight there, finding that push-up, and we're not shifting our weight over to the left too much. Keeping that left hip stacked above the left knee. Whew. Adding on again. Tricep kick, and then opposite leg kick side, finding that left side of the waist even further. Pull it in, kick side. So as I kick side, we're not side bending. You're keeping the neutral spine, and in doing so, you're going to find that side of the waist. Oblique is working to support the kick as well. But I don't want you to find a crunch. Don't collapse there. 2 more. Yes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lift. Last one. Pulling it back in. Tuck the toes under, pressing down into the hands. Knees hover. Take the knees to the left and then center. Finding this twist from what feels like the belly button down. Everything else stays squared center. Yes. Keeping tall on those arms. Can we go for 4 more? Woo. 3. 2, keep that butt in line with the hips or the shoulders. And then lower all the way down. Keep that toe tucked under. Left foot slides out, planted on the mat, pressing down into the hands again so the right knee can hover. Take it towards the elbow and then lower. So there's a little release to start in between. You release that press through the hands. Find it again. Find that base of support so that the right knee can become free. Whoo, and then cross oblique twist. Should feel that bottom right side waist. 2 more on the last one. You know we're holding it. Okay, or you can continue here. That's the beauty of layers. Hold, hold, hold. Pulse it in for 8, 7. Make it intentional. Find that belt for 4. Long spine, 3, 2, and 1. Pull it all the way back. Take that ball out of the way. Sit it down and back into your child's pose. Reaching long through the back body. Feeling this release. And then we'll roll all the way back up. And then I'm gonna scooch around so that the ball comes underneath left side waist now. Okay, we've got this side lying series and then we're burning it out. Taking those legs long in line with the body, like you're in between 2 panes of glass. Lift out of that bottom forearm. We press that right hand forward, finding a little rotation. Serve that platter, find the bicep, and then press out of the bottom to lift up into your side plank. Option to have knees bent. Serve that platter, and then lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, serve. Inhale, back. Exhale, lift. Okay, you find the breath pattern that works best for you, that helps you to engage with the core. This ball really isn't doing too much here for us. It's just a reminder as you lower down that we're not sinking down through the bottom side waist, all right? Twist, press. I want you to find that bottom side lat as you press up, feeling the support of the serratus anterior. And that's going to help us in that side lift. 2 more. Woo, arms and core, no joke. Last one. Can we hold it up there? Find that support. Bending as you dip and lift. Woo, watch that balance. Hips stay stacked. Dip and lift, keeping that elbow glued in one spot. 4 more. Cinch that belt. When it gets challenging, tap into the core. 2 and 1. And then lower all the way down. Adjust the ball if you need, back under the side of the waist. Left arm reaches long. You're now in one long line. Try to find that balance. We reach that top arm up. Ooh, this side's a little shaky for me. Connecting to the core, inhale. Start to exhale as you lift up through that bottom side waist. And then lower. So both sides are working. You might feel the top right side start to turn on a little bit more here. But that bottom side really is engaging to help you initiate that lift, and it continues all the way up into the arm underneath the armpit. Trying to keep that head and neck back in line with the spine for me. Let's add the leg. Moving with control. Inhale, lower. Cinch that belt. 2 more. Using the breath. Helping you to connect in here. Last one. Holding up, bend it in, and press. Supporting yourself through this bottom arm. Roll the shoulder down and back. In and out, reach. See if you can get longer through the core as you reach through that top leg. Finding the tricep on the top arm and fighting that urge to tuck through the tail as you pull the knee in. Deep core work to stabilize the spine here. 2 more, and then we hold in that pulse. Last one. Hold it up, pulse it up for 8. Intentional. 5. Give me 4 and 3. Little higher. 2 and 1. And then pull that right hand to the front. Left elbow comes back in. We'll keep those legs straight. Let's not forget about those teasers. Start to shift back onto the middle of the left hip. Knees hug in. Take them back out as you come back onto the side. So this right hand is just here for a little more support. But I'm keeping mine pretty light. Everything is coming from the deep core. You can even take a hand there. As you swivel, cinch that belt. Knees come in without rounding through the lower back. Can you stay tall on that bottom forearm? do 3 more. Two more. Controlling that lower as well. Last one. And reach. Taking that top leg behind you, top arm high diagonal, big oppositional twist to release any tension. And then when you're ready, we'll come all the way up